back with another video, and today I got what if Goku had Saitama's potential, and yes, it's the long-awaited day that you've all been waiting for, and this is the 500 sub special, so hopefully you guys enjoy. But before I actually begin, I do want to address a few things. Right now, currently at over 500 subs, I did decide to start a new channel, so if you guys don't really mind, go down and check out the new channel. I'll be leaving a link in the description, and I'll be leaving it at the top link, so you guys can check out that channel and subscribe if you're wanting to. And the channel name is Rinne Texting Stories, so I decided to make a texting story channel. So if you don't mind, go check that out. But without further ado, let's finally begin. So, where I'm gonna start this off is after the first Tenkaichi Budokai that Goku actually entered. After him losing, his drive and will did not waver, as he just got even stronger, making his training a lot more difficult, doing Saitama training, but timesing that by 1,000. So all the training regimen that Saitama did was intensified to a point where no human could even attempt. But Goku's no human, and he's a Saiyan. His Saiyan genetics have a bit of a longer breaking point than a human's genetics. So right now, Goku is trying to break through, as he keeps timesing his training to be even harder and harder, as most of Dragon Ball's events continue onward, as the second Tenkaichi Budokai comes by, as Goku has prepared and is ready, as he has been doing plenty of training, as he will get to test it out on this martial arts tournament. As this time, instead of Tien winning, Goku actually wins, as Goku stomps Tien. Goku holding back a lot, since, why is Goku holding back, actually? To be honest, Goku's just holding back just a tiny little bit, but if you're, he's a Saiyan still, so he would want to go all out. So, in a brief moment, Goku accesses his full power, and does a fake Saitama punch. The punch that Saitama pulled against Genos. Yeah, he does that punch in the direction where no one was at, except just a couple of buildings, as Goku just basically punches the air as Tien was sent flying, feeling the force of Goku's punch, even though it didn't land, as it destroyed many buildings and houses, as Tien gets slammed into a freaking building as Tien is knocked out. As Goku, this is the first time he's witnessed his own strength, saying, I did it. I've become stronger. As Goku isn't power hungry and obsessed just like Sasuke, but he does want to be stronger, as he feels like it would be fun. As the years go by, as we move to Z, Goku has become legendary with power. I mean, absolutely OP. Goku his body is basically able to tap into Super Saiyan God. Right now, his body's basically very capable of tapping into that godly power, even without Super Saiyan. As Goku, his own strength is immeasurable, and only Beerus or some could actually even keep up. So right now, I'm not gonna give him the top spot just yet, because if I did, he might obliterate even Beerus. He might obliterate Beerus or something. So I'm not trying to give him that power just yet. But he's already a top dog here. But we move as Goku. Well, here's about the reunion that was planned by Bulma and the rest, as Goku still met up with Chi-Chi and had the kid Gohan. But, they decided to head out, as they fly in the Nimbus and reunite with everyone, as he did defeat King Piccolo, if you're wondering, and also he beat Piccolo Jr., so Piccolo Jr. is out trying to get stronger, as everyone else is actually a bit buffed, not by like a considerable amount, but just has a little more experience fighting against stronger fighters, since they do have Goku. As Goku has different modes in his fighting style, just like Saitama. Well, it's not really modes, it's just Saitama has his serious mode, or his serious punch, his normal punch and stuff like that. He basically has those types of modes. That's what I'm technically talking about right now. As Goku, he holds back a lot as he just stays in normal. And even in normal, he can destroy everyone. Everyone in the Z Fighters, he can destroy every single one of them, as it's really easy for him. But we move. As Raditz, the older brother of Goku, or Kakarot, has landed on planet Earth, landing on a farm, as a farmer has brought out a shotgun and tried to shoot Raditz out of fear. But that unfortunate farmer has been killed mercilessly. But we move, as Raditz searches for the highest power level, and he doesn't even get lost this time. He finds the highest power level out of all of them, as he is even shocked. His scouter broke when it read the power level. He couldn't even read it. All I could make out were a few blurs. Were there 7 zeros? Or were there 10 zeros? It was just a malfunction in the system, and it just broke. As Raditz now knows that must be Kakarot. No one else could be that strong but him. As he knows his brother wasn't that strong, how could he be that strong? He knows his brother had a power level of at least 10 when he was a child, or 2, and now he's that strong he could even defeat Frieza. As Raditz flies over to Kame House, as everyone sees Raditz there. As Raditz, a bit cautious around Kakarot, is a bit careful with his words and tries to negotiate with Goku, saying, Kakarot, little brother, it seems you've done at least one favor for the Saiyan race. You've started to reproduce. Well done, but I can't say the same for this planet. You were supposed to kill all of its inhabitants, so we can sell this planet for a hefty price. This planet could be useful for bases and stuff. But it seems you haven't done your job correctly. So, you either kill 100 humans, or I will kill all your friends, your family. And I might destroy the planet while I'm at it. As Goku, hearing that, basically is already in front of Raditz, like he teleported in an instant in front of Raditz, as Goku basically pulls out a serious punch, as he does the same fake punch that Saitama did against Genos, blowing the waters, as his punch separates the waters, as Raditz turns around seeing the water separated, as it's like a massive tsunami when it comes back in. As Goku looks at him saying, threaten my family again, and I will kill you. As Raditz knows that he can't be messing around, so he decides to go for first blood, as he goes to knee Kakarot in the gut. As he lands the blow, it's a direct blow, but it doesn't do anything, as Goku does the exact same, saying normal. It was just a normal attack to Goku, as he doesn't say any move name for it, it's just a normal attack. As he does that normal attack, Raditz felt excruciating pain, coughing out blood, as he falls on his knees, saying, "What type of monster are you?" As he backs up a little, holding his stomach in pain, as he yells, bringing both his arms back, saying, "Double Sunday!" Firing the attack, as Goku just flicks it with his index finger, breaking the beam, and sending his own beam straight at Raditz with one hand, which incinerates Raditz, almost killing Raditz, but Raditz just almost died due to that one attack. But Goku still is pretty naive and still spared him. But Raditz's Saiyan armor is mostly just shattered off, as Raditz lays there unconscious and incredibly hurt. and no one can experience such pain but Raditz at this point. So they decided to just tie Raditz up and question him. Well, Goku is in charge of that since he's the strongest. So they tie Raditz up with some special material that even Goku struggles breaking. And that happened to be vibranium. Yeah, I'm just gonna say vibranium, because vibranium is really OP. And I'm pretty sure maybe Saitama can break it. You guys can comment if Saitama can or can't. But I'm just saying he can. But it takes a lot of power. But Raditz isn't the same strong as Goku, so he can break this vibranium that is on this planet. As Raditz wakes up in a frantic scare, trying to break free from his shackles, as he looks at them saying, pathetic, as he tries to break them, saying, what? What is this? As he tries slamming it, breaking it, doing everything he can, but his struggles are to no avail, as Goku looks down at him, and Goku's not bold. I'm not gonna do the man like that. He's not bold, okay? If you're wondering, no, Goku's not bold. But he's still wearing his same orange gi, but we move, as Goku goes down onto one knee to the same eye level as Raditz as he begins questioning him, saying, Raditz, who do you work for? Who sent you here? And why are you here? As Raditz at first didn't want to answer, but Goku had a few interrogation methods that he had. As Raditz, when he saw the methods, he decided to spill the beans, as he ends up doing it. But Raditz still cowering in fear due to Goku's just immense strength. But he does end up telling them, as he tells them about Frieza, well, at least what he knows of Frieza, and Vegeta and everything, as Goku understands the situation and has a moment to calculate the situation, as he does have a little bit of smarts, not just brawn, so he would calculate the situation and say to the others, reporting back saying, so, the Saiyans might be here in like a year or even less than that, so we have to begin the training now. As Goku says this with a firm voice saying, you guys go train with Kami. You guys need to get a lot stronger than this if you want to stand up against the Saiyans. As Goku flies over to Kami's house and decides to bring Gohan, as Chi-Chi did disagree, but Gohan was going to get some godly knowledge from Kami, and Kami did help persuade Chi-Chi, so Gohan is now studying and training with Kami, but Goku headed off to a different direction. He headed off to King Kai's place. Well, Kami took him there, and he's now on Snake Way. It only took him like less than 3 minutes. You're probably wondering why less than 3 minutes? Bro, he has Saitama speed, and Saitama could make it there in like, I don't know. He can make it there in less than 3 minutes, because he jumped from the moon and back, and I'm pretty sure that's way longer than Snake Way. But we move. As Goku arrives on the planet, doesn't even struggle with gravity, and cracks a joke that actually makes King Kai laugh. As King Kai starts laughing, saying, you're pretty funny, but now it's time to start the training. As King Kai starts training Goku, and the first few training methods were rather odd to Goku, as he holds back a lot when he hits the creature, because he could just kill the creature with one attack, as he just goes with a tiny hammer which hits the small creature, but the force of that tiny hammer sent that creature flying, as he was knocked out. He could be knocked out for a whole week or two, but we move as King Kai finally begins training Goku in the arts of Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb. As Goku, he learns the Kaioken first, since he finds this more intriguing to enhance his strength that's already at a god tier to an even higher level would be pretty insane. As he continues training with King Kai, learning the Kaioken. And during the Kaioken training, he totally forgot about he totally forgot about the Spirit Bomb and just continues the Kaioken. And with the Kaioken, he's able to actually times the Kaioken to an incredible degree, and that would be to times, I'd say with the to times 100. Yeah, he's able to take it to times 100, and King Kai was beyond impressed. Seeing his student who's able to use his technique to an incredible degree without such drawbacks is insane. As Goku does get a few minor drawbacks, that will be his stamina will get drained, but he can times it to times 500. Yeah, pretty OP. He can times it to times 500, but he can only do it for like 2 to 3 seconds at best, as his speed is his speed is way more than enough to actually finish the opponent if he's gonna use times 500. But the drawback is his body will ache for like at least a month or so doing so. But we move as Goku finishes up his Kaioken training. As I'd say Goku has mastered his Kaioken. So Goku mastered the Kaioken in this timeline, or this what if scenario. But outside of the other world, or in the living world, there are two Saiyans that landed in a city, taking out the city with them as they leave the space pod, have a little bit of fun with the humans, but they leave as they head to the wasteland where they feel the power levels, or sense the power levels with their scouters, as they see the power levels that were there aren't too high. Gohan was probably the highest besides Piccolo, as Gohan's at the power level of 9,000, while Piccolo right behind at 8,000. The rest of the humans are amped to an incredible degree, actually. Their power is just increased by 1,000 or so. So all of them were at 2,000. So now their power level would be at about, at their max, their power level would be at least 3,000 to 3,200. But right now they're suppressing it, so it looks like they're at 1,000. Gohan looks like he's at 2,000, and Piccolo looks like he's at 2,000 as well, as they laugh and mock them for being super weak. But in reality, they're mistaken, as they are actually strong, and they're like two people who are actually stronger than Nappa, but the humans collectively overpower Nappa. As Nappa plants a Cyberman, laughing, saying, "You really thought you can take us down? How foolish. Now, go, Cyberman." As the Cybermen attack the human Z-Fighters, Gohan and Piccolo just swipe their hands as the Cyberman's head just falls off. They beheaded the Cyberman as the rest of the Cybermen attack Yamcha, Krillin, and Tien. And Chaozu and Yajirobe are just hiding. But Chaozu does hide behind Tien. But Tien finishes off the Cybermen with total ease, using an uppercut and then a spinning back kick, which demolishes the Cybermen, as Krillin just uses the Destructo Disc, cutting the Cybermen in half, as Yamcha wanted to show off, but doing so got him caught and the Cybermen exploded on him. But Yamcha learned a new trick, and that would be a shield. He now knows how to make an energy shield. Yeah, it sounds pretty OP, but this energy shield is a prototype, so it's not to the best of its abilities, and it can only block a certain amount of damage. So Yamcha still takes not an incredible amount of damage, but just a slight bit of damage. Damage to his arm. Nothing that will break it or do anything, just a light bruise or a scratch. But we move as the fight finally begins and starts to heat up, as Yamcha goes into not Vegeta but Nappa, since Nappa is talking the most trash to them, so he wants to teach Nappa a lesson alone. But he soon realizes that Nappa is a lot stronger, so Nappa is beginning to overpower him. But Krillin and Tien join in, and with their consecutive teamwork, they overpower Nappa, as Tien does the same exact moves, replicating Yamcha's Wolf Fang Fist, as they do the exact same as Yamcha and Tien yell out, "Synchronized attack! Double Wolf Fang Fist!" as they attack together in a synchronized motion as they both do their final attack, pushing Nappa backwards towards Krillin as Krillin has charged up his Kamehameha wave as, Nappa was just right in front of him. So it's a point blank range attack as, Krillin fires the Kamehameha wave, hitting full force head on at Nappa as Nappa gets absolutely obliterated, getting sent into a mountain as Nappa drops from the mountain, landing on the ground with a massive thud as Nappa was knocked out. But Vegeta, now furious, heads over to Piccolo and tries to attack him, as he realizes that Piccolo isn't weak. And I apologize if you hear a lot of background noise. A lot. I truly apologize for that. But we move as well. Goku is coming back from his training, and he finally does, and he's heading off to the Nimbus. But right now, it's only Vegeta and Piccolo, as Piccolo and Vegeta have a bit of a dance. But so far, Piccolo has landed a few good blows, but is now just getting demolished, absolutely demolished by Vegeta, but not by much, as Gohan joins in, and this evens out the fight. But they're still, in the power department, they're behind Vegeta. But they overpower him with teamwork and in numbers, basically, as they do incredible teamwork that catches Vegeta off guard, as Vegeta, the loner, or the guy who flies solo, is getting absolutely smashed by these two. These two combine their attacks as they do their special attacks, as they combine the Masenko and the special beam cannon, as they yell "Special Masenko" as they fire the attack at Vegeta, as Vegeta, who barely had time to block, gets hit full force with this attack, as it pierces him, but it doesn't pierce his heart, it just pierces his shoulder, as, he gets sent flying. And if you're wondering about Raditz, Raditz right now, Piccolo dealt with him since, while Goku is gone, Piccolo just killed Raditz, so yeah, Raditz is now gone, and Raditz in this time isn't really necessary. But we move, as Vegeta is now lost feeling in his right arm, as Vegeta coughs out blood, as he sees a hole in his arm, not in his arm, but near his shoulder, basically. So Vegeta, limping as his leg and all his muscles in his body hurt, tries to move and escape, but the one and only Son Goku lands before him, as Vegeta widens his eyes, saying "Kakarot," as Vegeta falls back in the sudden shock, seeing Kakarot, as Goku looks at him, saying, "So, you must be Vegeta. So, Vegeta, will you leave this planet at once, or will you die?" As Goku already raises his hand, making a ki blast in his hand, as Vegeta looks at Goku, saying, "Kill me already. This torment, you're crushing the Saiyan's pride. I'd rather die than leave." As Vegeta was waiting for the blast, but Goku just drops the blast, saying, "Go, leave at once." As the rest of them, who were listening in, were shocked to see that Goku was letting such a strong foe, not to them, but to the humans, and to Piccolo and Gohan, I guess, go is such a naive thing to do, but it's Goku, so what are you really expecting? But Vegeta just, accepts this, but he truly doesn't want to, but he knows he doesn't stand a chance. His arm is busted up, his muscles in his limbs are all mungled and jumbled, and he can't really move that well, so right now he just calls for a Saiyan pod and leaves in a Saiyan ship, heading back to Frieza's planet to recover. As the rest of them are now celebrating that they won, as most of them who got injured got treated to the hospital, as Goku and Gohan head back home, celebrate, have a feast with Chi-Chi, having an incredible whipped up meal by Chi-Chi, as Chi-Chi knows how to work the kitchen, and she made the best meals. Just imagine your favorite meal. That's basically what she cooked. As it was delicious, very, very delicious, as Goku ate tons of food, relaxed, and chilled out for a few days. But, they finally gathered the Dragon Balls, as they needed to wish back whoever died from Vegeta or Raditz to be back to life. As they do make their wishes, as they do restore planet Earth, due to some of the damage to the planet, and, fix the city that was destroyed and every life form that was killed by the Saiyans. So, yeah. All of those, all of that was fixed by the Dragon Balls, as Kami gets bad news from King Kai. King Kai getting this news from the Supreme Kai himself, as the Supreme Kai calls upon King Kai, saying, "King Kai, I'm speaking with you now, telepathically. There's a planet in danger, and you might know this planet." As King Kai answers back, saying, "What is this planet?" That was terrible. Let me do that again. What's this planet? As Supreme Kai answers, saying, "Well, it's Namek. Namek is in trouble. Frieza is now going there, and he might end up destroying the planet. So I need you to send someone to help them." As King Kai answers back, saying, "Okay, I'll send my student at once." As King Kai calls for Kami, as Kami talks telepathically with King Kai, saying, "What's wrong, King Kai? You seem very troubled." As King Kai answers, "No time to explain. Get Goku and the rest. Tell them to hurry up and go to this place called Namek." As with those words, Kami remembers Namek and everything, his own planet, why he left, and his whole journey of being the god of Earth, or the Guardian. As he remembers this, as he has a bit of a flashback and all that, and there is a filler story. But now I'm just gonna leave you off in a big cliffhanger. Part 2 will be out very, very soon, so don't you guys worry. But if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe, and why not turn on the post notifications so you guys can get notified whenever I post a new video. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next What If scenario. Peace.